and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
We're the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
Booyah.
Bob. Booyah!
Today we're going to talk about new IT band stretch/massage that works. Stop knee pain. A lot of people don't realize that something that starts way up here in the hip can actually cause knee pain.
Right. But Bob, it was new IT band stretch and massage that works.
Didn't I say it right?
Well, you didn't put the pause in there.
Oh.
Pause, stop knee pain.
Yeah. All right, next time I'll have you do it. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, join us on our social media channels, especially Instagram, Official Bob and Brad. We got some new cool photos on there. And on Facebook.com, we're 1 week away from hitting 1 million subscribers. And we're going to start giving away stuff. We're going to give away our children. We're going to give away
Bob,
our vans. I don't know.
Why, Bob?
Yeah,
why?
I don't know.
Carry on, Bob. Bob, this actually was a request from one of our viewers, made a comment. He said, let's update our IT band. We haven't done it, so I did a little research on it, and this is what we came up with.
All right, let's go. Let's go to work.
All right, let's. Sam is involved.
Oh, sure. That's what we're going to do over the anatomy first.
Yep, exactly. A little A and P. Well, at least the anatomy portion. So here we have
physiology. If you're wondering out there what the P was.
Yeah, we're not going to do any physiology, but if you look at the anatomy of the IT band, it actually connects up to the iliac crest up here, and our duct tape represents the IT band. And that's a good, because the IT band is very stout.
Tough, fibrous stuff, yeah.
Just like duct tape.
Yeah, and it really doesn't probably stretch that well. It's probably more the muscles that attach into it that stretch more than anything.
Good point, Bob.
So,
and so that's why we have in blue, this represents the tensor fascia lata, TFL, and that connects in this, and the fibers run this direction, connecting up to the IT band. And don't forget the glute maximus. Now, it's not a full connection, but it has partial connection to the IT band as well. So we want to get after those muscles, and they will be easily and more pliable to work with than the IT band. But we're going to work on the IT band as well.
Sure.
But don't forget this. It connects down across the knee joint to Gerdy's tubercle, which is on your tibia, a little plateau there. But that's not so important. There's actually a bursa under there.
A bursa is a fluid-filled sac, and that can get irritated if this band is tight.
There happens to be a number of nerve endings in your bursas. You have bursas all over your body, you know, working as lubrication.
All by the joints, yeah.
Yep. So there we go. Now we're going to show you how to address all of these areas.
So if you're biking, I just want to show this. If you're biking, you know, that's going to irritate that bursa if, if it keeps pulling it, if it's tight. Or any action where you're repeatedly, you know, flexing the legs. So you could have it in running, too.
Right. As a matter of fact, we had a Dan, he came in and he showed
triathlon.
And he had very severe knee pain, and we're going to show the stretch that cured that in a couple of weeks.
By the way, when I was in school, in physical therapy school, we always had to say, tensor fascia lata. I don't know why, we thought that was funny. When you're young, it's funny.
Yeah, I'm glad you shared that
All right,
with us, Bob. Let's carry on.
Let's go. You're going to be saying it later, tensor fascia lata. I know you are.
Okay, we're going to start with the soft tissue work. In other words, it's like Tom Brady, the football
muscle pliability.
Right. He uses a 6-inch foam roller, what we have here, and to get in and those muscles and the TFL.
We're going to mention this, by the way. By the way, OPTP sent us these. They're coming out with a kind of a newer one, a gray Axis one here. We'll have it in our products below.
Sure.
What's nice about this, it's a lot less expensive than these are, but it's still real soft. Feel that, Brad. It's soft.
Right. So, you know, if it was me, if I'm getting this, I'm buying this one for myself. If I'm getting it for my wife for a present, I'm probably going to get the pretty one.
Yeah, if you're worried about your image, get one of these two here.
Yeah, this works just as well. Although the blue one's a little bit softer.
Yeah, that blue one's really soft.
Yeah, these two are comparable. So,
all right. Let's go to work.
There you go. So, let's get after that TFL, Bob.
Sure.
I'm going to get on this side. So that's kind of on the front, if you remember on Sam. So you're going to have to go sideways over that bone between the bone, your pelvis bone and the hip bone, that greater trochanter, lean forward a little bit and get on that TFL. And this is where if you have the
a little softer one,
one, it's a little more tolerable,
acceptable.
Yeah.
Right.
At home, I have one of the high density ones, and it works. It's a little more aggressive, and it depends on your personality and how much pain you like. And you're just going to work that for a minute or two, and then we're going to rotate the hip this way to get at that glute max.
Yep.
And you can work with this. You can bring up your knee like this, and that changes how it feels. You can work with it straight and work with it. And your glute max is much larger. That's why it's a maximus. And so it's going to take a little bit longer to work that area. You can get your piriformis muscle. A lot of things are in that area as well.
Yeah, that's all good to. It's all good.
And then we're going to roll on up to that IT band. If you remember on Sam, that duct tape band. And this is where you're not going to at least I'm not going to put full pressure on my IT band because it's a little uncomfortable. The femur is right below it. There's not a lot of soft tissue to cushion it for most people. And you're going to work, you can go from the knee joint line all the way up to the pelvis. And you'll find if there's a tight spot in there, and then you're going to roll back and forth. And I'm bridging on my right leg to my left hand to get it tolerable. You're going to work that for a minute or two as well. What you say, Bob?
Well, then you can do some cross fiber to it.
Oh,
also.
good point.
Is there a specific way you wanted this done, Brad? This cross fiber?
Nope.
So, by cross fiber, they mean exactly what we're saying here. We're going to go the fibers. I'm sorry, I'm coming back to this again. The fibers are running this way and this way. So the cross fiber, I'm going to rub across them.
Right. Yeah.
So
you can do this, seated or laying down.
Sure.
You could do this actually all the way down on the IT band, down in the knee.
So I would go ahead and you can work the area right here, and you can just work it right with your fingers, or you can take your knuckles and go like this. The knuckles actually work out really well. Actually, if you're lazy like I am, and I'm going to be doing a video today on this, Brad. Actually, I'd get a Pure Wave massager.
Sure.
Because this will do the work for you, and it's real comfortable. Then you don't have to work at all. And what's nice with the Pure Wave, it actually has an air-filled head too, so you can start off if you're kind of sensitive. You can go right over the bones even with this thing.
That would allow you to go down onto the IT
band itself too. So here I can work this area, just effortlessly, and I can, like you said, I can also work down the IT band.
Sure.
And this I use actually. I'm using this for my shin splints right now, but on my IT band I actually use a vibrating foam roller.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just so much easier.
Yep.
Just the work. It does the work for you.
Right.
So
at our age we like to.
We're lazy. Let's be honest. So
I want to show a stretch, Bob.
Okay.
And I'm going to go right to that stretch that Dan did because it really did the trick for him.
This was kind of an amazing story because Dan was to the point where he couldn't even hardly walk anymore.
Right.
Was going to give up doing triathlons.
Right. His biking and running were both suffering severely.
Both shot.
Yep.
And all he did is this one stretch.
Yep. He would cross over like this, grab this knee, and then pull. And you can see how the white lines on my pants, represent that IT band. And I'm pulling and stretching that. And just like that. Now you can do it on the floor. You can do it, sitting down. And you're just going to hold that for 30 seconds, 3 times. And he said it wasn't the first couple of days. After a couple of weeks, he said his knee pain was gone. That was about 15 or 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And he does Ironman triathlons now. As a matter of fact, he's training for one right now.
Yeah, and he's in his 60s.
Yeah,
he is. That's just amazing. Yeah. Really. I mean, bravo.
I tell ya.
All right, I'll show a stretch over here by the wall, Brad.
Yeah, let's get our toys out of the way.
Okay. So you're going to step quite a distance away from the wall, depending on your height.
Sure.
But you're just you can start by I'm stretching this side. You can just lean into it like this.
Right.
And then to really apply the stretch, then you cross the leg over like this and go down even further, dip down.
Yeah.
To me, that's where I start to feel the stretch. Before this way here, I don't feel too much. But when I cross over like this is where I really start to to hum.
And this is one you could do throughout the day, whether you're closed for work or
Yeah, that's
on a
what's nice
Saturday.
about it. You
Yeah.
can be in the office and you can have people talk about you. So
This one you need a plinth, or you can do on your bed at home, and you go to the edge of the bed.
just
take
safety
the sling
first.
off.
Remember, no falls.
Right. And here I'm going to just let gravity do the work and stretch it. And we're you can leave it there for 30 seconds or so.
I don't
And,
think you want to bounce, do you, Brad?
Well, I don't mind bouncing a little bit. For this one, it's not like I'm banging it too hard, but gentle, very gentle. Probably about 30 seconds of hold on that as well. And, you can repeat that 2 to 3 times. Again, do that one on your bed more than likely, unless you happen to have a massage table.
And always make sure you do both sides, and you can compare one side to the other. If one side's a little tighter, you can go ahead and spend a little more time on that one.
There you go.
So,
Bob, once more, I really think we're taking one step closer to,
yeah, we can fix just about anything
except for that.
broken heart.
There you go. But we're working on it.
That's right.
And even though this is not real close in proximity, I think there's a relationship.
So I'm curious, did you break many hearts in your day, Brad?
Oh, Bob. Bob, I can't believe you said
Well,
that.
I'm wondering. Are there any women out there that are saying, "Oh, I wish I could have had Brad Heineck"?
No, they not.
There's none, huh?
No. Luckily, my wife was attracted to me. Other than that,
All right. Thanks for watching.